The problem that every human being goes through today without even knowing that they're going through it, and thus actually the problem not being a problem in the first place. Everybody wants to sound very, very smart around other people.
Yeah.
Right? That's not just you. Everybody wants to be sounding smart, sounding well read, sounding educated, sounding self improved. But what is the need? And they don't even know that they're stuck in this trap. So then you know what happens? Then what happens is that they start acting after a while just to fill that empty space. They start acting as if they know what is being spoken about, or they have some experience of it, or that they're aware of it. Whereas if they're not, they are just not comfortable admitting it to themselves also and to the other person that they're not. Life, when it comes to humans playing with each other, it's mostly in the world of perception, meaning what you think is how the world works or how these people are, and then how they think how the world works, how people are. But both what you think and what they think is an illusion, and it's wrong. It's not truth. So that is why we will ask today the two greatest breasts in the world, what is truth? Okay? We'll come there. So this is the first thing that you have to understand, that it's not necessary that they are something, that's why they are all together. It's probably they are even more of a nothing than you are, and they either are hiding from it or are ashamed of it so much that they're willing to become friends with anybody just to make sure that there's a group. So it's not necessary that they are cool. They look cool to you just because they do not have a supply for you. For you, they are out of reach. And anything in our life that is out of reach for us, we think of it to be more in value. But again, that's an idea based on physical senses. All right. When they're all together and they chill, you don't know, because your physical senses can't check that, if when they chill, do they feel so satisfied with life and my God, like what beautiful people I have around me, or do they feel I came here but I feel hollow inside and I don't connect with these people at all? Do you know that? You don't. But now when it comes to how to be a part of a group, first of all, as I said, this is perception and illusion. Even if you think you're a part of a group, you will never actually truly be part of any group. The only places in life where you can actually be a part of a group that stands up for each other, has each other's back, is, there are very few examples of this in the world. One is family, whether you hate each other or love each other, because they say that blood is thicker than water. So one is family, one is, let's say, like an army, like a brotherhood, people who believe in something bigger than themselves and will stand up for it, will work on themselves for it. That is another place where you can be a part of a group. You can be a part of a group where being in that group means not being in that group, but means being in the pursuit of something bigger than all of you, whether alone or whether together. Families are supposed to stick together for the sake of love and for the sake of faith, belief, community in life. The moment you get disconnected from family, you feel isolated and alone, no matter how many friends you have on Facebook. Okay? Same thing is when it comes to an army, a brotherhood, stuff like that, that if you are in the pursuit of something bigger than yourself, if you understand life is not about you, which is where you are stuck at right now, and that's fine. We are supposed to get stuck at these different levels towards the process of knowing ourselves. So right now, you and your problems matter to you a lot in life. But the moment you grow out of this and your life becomes about something much bigger, which is actually a purpose, which we'll come to in the end, at that moment, you don't feel less about yourself or more about yourself or anything. You just know what you are here to do. And when you're on that journey, which in one way is that lambda which you see over there, so when you're on that journey, normally all of us who have stepped onto that path start out alone. And this we come to know before only. But if you come across other people who also know or have dedicated their life to being bigger than just a person, it's not about them, it's about everyone and everything, it's about everything. Then walking on that path with a brother becomes easier. An army that stands together is going to be scary even if they don't fight, versus if you are just standing alone with some weapons. And it could be 48 laws of power or whatever other bullshit you learn, but you're alone. So the force which connects normally is love, in the family for one's sake, in the army for the sake of loving something bigger than all of us, or even me individually, etc. So if you're going to go to a group and be yourself without feeling the need or pressure on yourself to fit in, then you have to realize that you're a part of every group by default. And that's how I am. I can go anywhere and be a part of any society. You know, I've chilled with Moroccans in the Sahara, and I've chilled with fucking whatever, like, you know, people, whatever. It doesn't even matter what I've done. I just mean to say that energetically, if you carry no pressure with yourself, wherever you go, you will be welcome. So, when I spoke about the breasts, I want you to understand one thing. Have you seen that video on the Hindi channel, the main channel, which became a Hindi channel later?